Do you want me to look into the camera or is you okay? Okay. So my name is Nathan Fletcher. I train at a Next Generation in Liverpool. You might have heard of our gym for the likes of Paddy the Baddy and Meatball Molly. So we're making a bit of our name, a bit of a name for ourselves, and I plan on being the next star to come out of that gym.
So speaking of that, like, do you like that people are going to associate you with those fighters, or are you kind of like, hey, I want to be my own person, or is it a little bit of both?
I mean, I'm very happy to be. I appreciate the fact that people have put me in the same bracket as them. Do you know what I mean? Because they're doing big things in the sport. So that excites me to have my name in the same bracket as those guys. I look up to them. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I am my own fighter, and when I get in the UFC and make my own run, people will see that. It's not going to be a thing where I'm living under their shadow. But I'm just kind of proud to represent their team. I'm proud to have them represent me. So yeah, you can brand us all together as one because we're a bunch of killers. Like, so I don't mind being put in the same bracket as those guys.
Did they give you any advice for this, or did they know? I don't know how.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hear some of you guys leave really quick.
Yeah. So, no, well, obviously, none of the guys in my gym have ever done the Ultimate Fighter. I'm the first guy from Next Gen to come on this show, so it's a little bit different. It's a different route to what they've taken to get into the UFC. But yeah, they're confident in me. I'm confident in my own skills. We've obviously had talks about things that could happen, situations could arise in the house, and how to approach it. But yeah, just having them there to look up to is enough confidence that I need to come here and win the show.
What did they say about it?
They just, well, they just, stick up for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Don't take any shit off anyone. Like, you're here to do a job at the end of the day. I'm not a hostile guy. I'm not going to be starting beef with guys in the house. But at the end of the day, I'm here to win. Do you know what I mean? I'm here to do a job. So that's the way it's going to go.
So what was the process like for you to get here? Did you apply for yourself? Did a manager or a coach? How did that happen?
Yeah, so actually, Paddy was fighting Tony Ferguson in Vegas last year in December. So my team were over, and my coach Paul and my manager Graham phoned me back from Vegas, and he said, this opportunity's come up that you can apply for the featherweight season of the Ultimate Fighter. So as soon as I got off the phone with them, I had a feeling in the back of my mind. I was like, this is going to be it for me. I feel like this is the route I'm going to take. And then ever since I filled out the first application, I've been confident that it was going to materialise, and now here I am here doing it. So it's all happening.
What did you think of the coaches when they announced who was going to be coaching?
Yeah, I was excited. I'll be honest. In the back of my mind, I had a feeling it was going to be Leon Edwards, which obviously would be great, being from the UK myself. So I wasn't disappointed, but I was hoping it would be him. But Alexa and Valentina are great. Do you know what I mean? Anyone who can rise to the top of the sport and become a champion, especially the way Alexa won the belt, taking it off one of the greats in the 5th round. She was down and out. She was probably behind. She comes back and secures the choke in the 5th round. And then you're looking at Valentina, probably one of the GOATs of women's MMA. She's been on top, not only got to the top, but remained there for a long period of time. So they're two people that I look up to and respect massively. So I'm excited to pick whose ever brain I end up on the team of. And yeah, just honoured to be here and be a part of it all.
Do you have a preference of who you want to be?
See, everyone's asked this. Right? If I'm being 100% honest, Alexa Grasso, I would rather be with that team. Only because stylistically for me, I feel like her way of fighting favours my style a little bit more than Valentina's. But I'm not going to complain whatever team I get put on.
What about the fact that when this was announced, a lot of fans were like, why are the women coaching the men?
Yeah,
It was such
yeah.
a weird response because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
would
yeah.
never say that the opposite way. They were
Yeah, of
men
course.
coaching the women.
Yeah.
So as a man that's going to be coached by a woman,
Yeah.
what do you think of that?
Yeah, I have no issues. Molly, actually, although she's an active fighter, Molly does a lot of coaching in our gym, and throughout my career, she's helped me a lot with my striking, my stand-up, my boxing, held pads me and stuff, so I'm quite used to getting coached off a woman, do you know what I mean? So, listen, if you're a martial artist and you've got techniques that you can teach me, I'm going to listen. I can learn off anyone. I can learn off a white belt, a brand new day one beginner. If they do something that I'm thinking, how's he moving there? That looks a little bit interesting. What's this? So I think you're closed-minded if you think you can't learn off someone just because they're a woman. Do you know what I mean? I think the lower weight classes as well have the best skills. You look at 125, 135 pounds, gravity doesn't affect them the same way it affects bigger people. So that's when you see the best techniques. So I'm excited to learn off them.
And I guess last question for me, if somebody's watching this video right now and they don't know who you are, haven't
Yeah.
seen you fight, how would you describe your fight style?
Very aggressive, pushing the pace, looking for the finish. I've got 8 wins and 7 finishes in those 8 wins. So, and I've fought high level competition the whole time throughout my career. So I'm definitely not someone who's going to come out and look to point score or play it strategically like I'm getting on you from the first second and I can push a pace. I feel I can sprint. This is 2 rounds, one of the fights in the house. I can sprint for 10 minutes, easy. So all action, that's my fighting style.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant.